Guys, Aman Ustani here. So a lot of people have been asking me that what should they do? Either they should go for ACCA or CA. So in this video, I'm going to tell you some major differences and similarities that what should you do? What are the minimum and maximum salaries in these two qualifications? What are the future scope? What are the difficulty level in these qualification and what are the global perspectives, etc. So before checking out this video, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel where there are many new contents coming up, like whether you should invest in Bitcoin, what should you do after ACCA, CA, and MBA, what are the top 5 qualification as per future scope. And with that, I'm also making a video on economic and financial perspective of Pakistan, impact of CPAC, and how should you start investing in stock market, and what are the fundamental research work and fundamental ratio analysis that you should do before investing in a company. So starting off with this video, let's talk about the global recognition of both these qualifications. So if you're willing to work within your geographical boundaries, then you should definitely go for CA or MBA. If you're willing to work beyond your geographical boundaries and outside Pakistan, you should go for ACCA, as it's a global qualification and it's preferred more than local CAs and MBAs. CA from ICAP is the only one qualification that allows a person to practice as a chartered accountant in Pakistan. So even after completing your ACCA course, you cannot sign a balance sheet in Pakistan, but definitely you can provide your consultancy services and other financial services as well. So ACCA is one qualification that can be called a truly global chartered accountancy qualification. But please note that in Pakistan, also ACCA students are getting placed easily in Big Four and MNCs. So starting off with my second point, that is ACCA applicability in Pakistan. So it's generally not applicable because our democracy have their own standard and provisions that are followed uniformly. Hence, global standards and provisions are considered less. But yet, there are few sectors in Pakistan, such as multinational companies and big four companies, financial sectors, that welcomes ACCA. Now, let's go for my third point, which is level of difficulties and monetary expenses. So if something is easy to attain, it won't have the same demand. So CA being regarded as one of the toughest and important qualification in Pakistan to pass and has its own value and standing. In addition, that the group system and control pass rate are major factor contributing to the toughness of the same. ACCA is comparatively, let's say, easy to clear in Pakistan. Students in Pakistan will definitely have to switch from rote learning method and go on based on understanding and its application method. So in Pakistan, CA pass rate ranges from 8% to 12%, being regarded as one of the toughest qualification in Pakistan, whereas in ACCA, the passing percentage averages from 30 to 35%. But it isn't easy to pass for Pakistani students, and they will have to leave their ratta system and have to switch from rote learning method to one of the uh, learning based or understanding based method. Number 4 point, practical experience. Both qualification requires 3-year plus practical experience, but CA articleship have to be done from a certified audit firm. While flexibility is allowed for ACCA students, means that student can work in any relative financial role and earn a salary or stipend during the 3 years. So if you want to go in a bank, you want to go in a hospital sector, financial, education, any sector, you can go there and get your practical experience from there. Fifth point, cost. ACCA is much more costlier than CA. Being a UK qualification, ACCA is much more costly than CA. CA can be done from, let's say, 1 to 2 lakh, whereas in ACCA the cost is ranging from 4 to 5 lakh, so it's much more costlier than CA. So time required to do CA and ACCA. CA on average without failing in a single attempt can take up to 4 years, where in ACCA it takes somewhere between 3 to 4 years. 3 to 4 years in ACCA. Add-on benefit for ACCA is since you can appear for any exam as per your comfort and preparedness. Our exam happens in ACCA in 4 times a year, so you can take it anytime depending on your preparedness. earning potential, which is a very important point. This is always questionable because it depends on person to person and upon its caliber, what your caliber is. You can easily see that a CA earns much more than ACCA, or it can be other way around, that an ACCA earns more than a CA. So on a 3-year articleship, CA earns there about, on average, let's say 15,000 in articleship. After completing a 3-year articleship, they can be placed at a starting salary ranging from 75,000 to 1.5 lakh. Yes, after articleship they get about 75,000 to 1.5 lakh. Whereas in ACCA, without starting an articleship, unlike CA where they get 15,000, ACCA gets a starting salary ranging from 30 to 35,000, and after having a 3 years job experience and getting a membership, an ACCA gets somewhere from 70,000 to 1 lakh rupees. Yes, I've seen them and they get this much amount. So don't get shocked that after 3 years an ACCA gets this much amount, because the you get in a job where you get specialized in a field, so your demand is much more there. So that's the major differences between CA and ACCA. And if you have any question regarding another thing, okay, I forgot one more thing. ACCA gives additional qualification stream to you. For example, if you're doing ACCA and you clear 9 papers, they give you an option to do Oxford Brookes University BS in Applied Accounting and Finance. So it's a major benefit of doing an ACCA. Whereas if you're doing CA, you have to do your BCom and all that stuff. OBU is regarded one of the best qualification, let's say, and it opens new doors of qualification for you. So it's one of the major benefit of doing ACCA. So if you have any other comments, have any other suggestion what next video I should do, please comment on my YouTube channel and please subscribe to it and share it with your friends and guide them that what qualification you should do. You can check out my other videos as well, which I will be posting in future, and you can see my past video as well. So okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.